So graduating from dancing for my sister on the coffee table, when I left school, I went to dance college and I danced professionally for 20 odd years. It was so wonderful, such a great thing to do. And then I got kind of old. I was in my early 30s, about 34, I think. And I just realised I was going downhill, frankly. And I suppose it happens to everybody who does something physical for a living, whether you're an athlete or a dancer. But I know for every dancer, when you get to that moment where you think, I can't do this anymore, and it's like, and part of you dies. It really does. It's an awful thing to have to stop doing. I mean, I do it as many people do for my own fun, and some people go on and on, but my knees weren't up to that longevity. Anyhow, so then I went away and I was a Teletubby and blah, blah, blah. And then many, many years later, when I'd stopped working for Ragdoll, and I thought, I wonder if I can actually do a little bit of dancing. And I did a little bit. And just for fun, I would occasionally go and do an audition. And I applied for this one job, didn't get called to audition. And then a couple of weeks later, I got a phone call saying, oh, can you come and do this audition? I was so thrilled. And it was on a Sunday and it was in London. And I was living near Stratford-on-Avon. So I'd get up early and drive down to London, go to the theatre, meet. Anyway, so I'm there warming up and everything. And the guy comes over and he says, don't quite know why you're here. I think what's happened is we've got in touch with you instead of another Nikky. Oh, I'm the wrong Nikky. I'm the wrong old Nikky. So, little stab to the heart and the ego. And I said, okay, fair enough. I'm a grown up. But I've driven all this way. Can I at least stay and do the class? So I kind of, I get a free car. I have no expectation, but I'll just stay and do the class. And at least I'll come and yeah, okay, fine, that's good. So I did the class and that was fun. And then at the end, they were doing a bit of improvisation and we were in groups making our way from one side of the stage to the other. And it was very kind of in and out of each other and up and down. I can't remember what the theme was, but I remember at one point, these boys, they lifted me up and I was like aloft. And it was like this last little PS, a last little coda, so that I could remember what it was to fly, because dancing is like flying, even if you're not being lifted up. And I just remember almost crying with joy from having been given this little last thrill before I very humbly had to clear off and get in my car and drive back. The wrong Nikky.